Bad pugs, something we've all had to go through at least one time or another. Well, after going through quite a few this week myself, I figured that a Jeff Foxworthy-esque explanation of what to do when you know you're in a bad pug and how to get out would be both entertaining and educational. First off, you may be in a bad pug if you're the only DPS being in the tank. The EP boost of doing 56.6% of all damage dealt wears off fast, and you realize your damage is the only thing standing between you, the boss, and getting pasted on the floor. To remedy this situation, get out as soon as you can. Tell them your puppy fell down the stairs, you need to take it to the vet to get shattered bones knit back into place, anything to get out. Second, you may be in a bad pug if the tank has around 24k health but can't keep aggro off a healer. It's almost inconceivable how many warriors still use Sunder instead of Devastate, how many paladins fail to consecrate, how many druids think that cat gear and bear form mix in a tank, and just how many death knights, aka 90%, fail a threat gen. In this case, just wait for 2 wipes to give your story more credit, cite the expenses of your repair bills so early into the run, and leave. Third, you may be in a bad pug if your healer is incapable of keeping a decent tank up. By this, I mean the healers that wait until 20% before casting their longest, most mana-intensive heal and rack up a huge overhealing number by healing when no healing is needed. To get out of these groups, do as you would in case of bad tank. Fourth, you may be in a bad pug if they can't follow directions like get rid of X debuff, stay to the left, or get out of the fucking fire. These groups take the longest to finish anything because of their inability to adapt. In cases of these groups, either tell them that your cat is on fire and you need to leave to go put out snuggles, or just drop group. Chances are, they won't notice you're gone if they didn't notice the big tidal wave of fucking magma roiling towards them. Fifth, you may be in a bad pug if one of them gives off that horrible ninja vibe, is leading the group, and master loots everything to himself with the promise it'll be to eat after the run. Don't believe them. The best response for ninja is, contrary to popular belief, not running to the server forums crying about how you were wronged, but a few succinct screenshots showing him master looting something of value, and by value it better be like big black war mammoth valuable, and then posting a short message with those screenshots as proof. And 5-man, just deal with it and drop group. While on the topic, it is also interesting to note the change in the holy trinity of healer, tank, and DPS. It used to be the healer, with the tanks sitting at the left and right hands of the healer, and the DPS was somewhere towards the bottom playing the part of the red-headed stepchild that was only brought onto the runs because they made them go faster. This was the golden age before enrage timers. But far be it from any DPS class to complain about how we're more useful now, less blissing the nerf bat, and enrage fights do go for a nice indication of how good your collection of DPS is. Well, here's your public service announcement of bad pugs and how to deal with them. Now if you excuse me, I had to go teach some idiots why fire is hot. Next on the list this week is also a Noble Garden, Blizzard's excuse for an Easter holiday and to throw another chunk of achievements into what a long strange trip it's been. Blizzard did some serious revamping for Noble Garden, and it shows in the differences in execution. In years past, it was a 2-day in a masochistic faffing about fest that only those who wanted the clothing from the eggs went after. It has now evolved into going into a starting zone city, staring at a patch of ground for hours on end, shift-clicking on eggs as they appear, and nerd-raging at anybody who gets too close to your camping spot, which you've already set up as your own with a picnic display of hot dogs and iced tea. While a time-sink achievement that really requires nothing more than massive mind-deadening amounts of time is a vast improvement over the RNG in an RNG with an hour-long cooldown fiasco of last holiday, anyone who did it the first day, aka my fellow masochistic twats, was in for a lot of douche nozzle ninjas. On the plus side, said douche nozzle ninjas did at least make for an interesting general chat log, which probably got a few accounts banned, but did break the 10-day move waiting for an egg to show up. Oh, and one last thing on bad pugs. If it bites your ankle, it's probably a bad pug.
Abraham Lincoln popped out of his grave and took an AK-47 out from under his hat. Blew Batman away with a rat